We have a trade, and it's a big one in the NFL. Trent McDuffie, an elite corner, and there's one or two holes for the LA Rams. Special teams needed to be upgraded. They'll do that in the draft. And they need a lockdown corner. Their GM, Les Snead, even discussed it earlier this week. And what do you know? They've made a deal with the Kansas City Chiefs, striking when the iron is hot. Matt Stafford, only a couple of years left. They're going to give up a first-rounder at the end of this year's draft, a fifth and a sixth and a third-rounder next year. So Trent McDuffie, in my opinion, because the Rams' pass rush is better than the current Chiefs' pass rush, will be even a better player. And he was a good one for KC. He'll be an even better player for the Rams. So the Rams said, hey, man, we are in a Super Bowl window. We are going to go for it. And Trent McDuffie is a lot better than the 29th pick because the Rams have 2 first-round picks. They just gave up one. Here's another team that should do that. The Chicago Bears. They are now this morning the odds-on favorite to sign Raiders edge rusher Maxx Crosby. Go for it. Ben Johnson's an aggressive guy. Ryan Pohl's an aggressive GM. Go for it. It's the number one need, edge pressure. It's not a roll of the dice. He's an elite player, leads the NFL since he entered in tackles for losses. He's 2 years younger than Myles Garrett, who was just, the defensive player of the year. And here's another reason why you have to strike when the iron is hot in the NFL. Yesterday, the Bears all-pro center, Drew Dahlman, who they just paid a fortune to last year, retired at 27. He's like, yeah, I'm done. Interior O-lineman, beat you up physically, I'm done. And so the Bears with Caleb Williams were the number one pass blocking unit and the number 7 run blocking unit. And anchoring that was this great center from the Falcons that they made a deal for a year ago, Drew Dahlman. He just retired. And so you only got 2 years left with Caleb Williams on the rookie deal. He's going to get expensive real quick. And here's another example of what being passive does in the NFL. Did you see this story yesterday? The goofy Cincinnati Bengals let Trey Hendrickson walk. Well, they've been talking about a new contract for 2 years. They don't sign him. They're passive. They don't trade him. And they just let him walk out the door. They get nothing for him. What are you doing? So Kansas City in a similar situation where they have to rebuild parts of their team, they need draft picks. So Kansas City is like, we'll take another one. That'll give the Chiefs 2 first-round picks, a fifth and a sixth and a third next year. Next year's the quarterback draft, right? They don't need one. So you got to go for it. The Bears are picking 25th, which, by the way, if Vegas gave traded Crosby to the Raiders, and Vegas got the Bears' 25th pick, you know who's available potentially at the 25th pick? Fernando Mendoza's number 1 college target, Omar Cooper, the receiver. So you could unite Fernando Mendoza with its number 1 split end in college. And that's a huge need for the Raiders. Wide receivers, their number 1 need outside of quarterback. So it works for everybody. 28-year-old Maxx Crosby. The Rams just did it. Rams said, listen, we need one element to our roster. We're close, but we got to get an elite corner. There were some good corners in the first round of the draft. They're like, nah, let's go get McDuffie. And I think the Bears are in the same situation. 2 more years left in that Caleb Williams rookie deal.